Hi everyone, I'm Dawn and welcome back to Big City Knitting. In our last video, we talked about all of my projects for 2023 and everything that I accomplished last year. So I figured it was fitting for this video to kind of go through all of my plans for 2024. So let's just jump right into it. So like I said, for this video, I just wanted to go through all of my 2024 plans. All of my knitting goals and aspirations that I have for this year. So I just wanted to go ahead and start and just jump right in. So I've got a little notebook right here with all of my knitting plans, just kind of a quick, kind of jot it down real quick for the video. Normally for my knitting plans and notes and everything like that, I like to use the app Knit and Note. I use it on my phone and I also have it on my iPad. It's just a really great app for your knitting notes. I know a lot of people like to use journals, notebooks, just the notes app on your phone or whatever it is you like to use, and I have really tried to use all of those methods, and my favorite one so far has been Knit and Note. So this is in no way sponsored, by the way. I just wanted to share my opinion on it because, like I said, I know everybody has their own methods and preferences, and I know me myself, like I said, I did all of those methods and I didn't really like any of them until I found this app. So Knit and Note is, I mean, it's got everything. So what I like to do is I can download my PDFs, all of my patterns, and I can actually categorize them on the app, whether it be, oh, it's a blouse, so it's a cardigan, or it's a hat, or, you know, just whatever it is. And then I can start the project and it lets me have all of my PDFs on the app, and I can upload pictures, and it's so easy to manage and I just love it. So I actually have all of my knitting plans on that, as well as all of my completed projects for last year, and it's just super easy to organize and I love it. But for the sake of the video today, I do have, like I said, I have my notebook right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start right into it. My first knitting plan for 24, gosh, is the blouse number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. A lot of these patterns, this one included, I've had my eye on for months, including 2023. Just excited to make it. This year, I feel like I've done a pretty good job of managing my patterns. Last year, I could never decide on a pattern to make, and I kind of overestimated myself of how much I thought I could get done in a year. So this year, I don't have too many, maybe one or two a month, I think, for my projects. So my first one that I'm hoping to get done is the blouse number 1, like I said, for My Favorite Things Knitwear. I've had my eye on it for months. I love this pattern. It looks very simple, very fun to make. I love the cropped body with the longer sleeves, with the flare at the end a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of things super tight on my wrists, so I like a little bit of positive ease on that. And this one has a ton of it, and it just looks so comfy and airy and light and just beautiful. I'm so excited. So I thought this was a very good top to wear. You could either get, you know, just a very fun, bright, colorful yarn, or you could also just get a very very neutral. My cat is next to my camera. Or you could also get just a very neutral and have a very classy look to the top. And I think it's very versatile, and yeah, so moving on to my second project of 2024 that I would like to work up is the Cumulus O-Neck by Petite Knit. I haven't had my eye on this one for too long. I saw on Instagram somewhere, I believe, and I'm so sorry, I don't know the name of the creator or the person that posted it, but they made the Cumulus O-Neck blouse, or maybe it was just the regular Cumulus blouse. They have a couple different variants of it, but they made it in a very, very bright red, and I just thought it was beautiful. So I am making that. I think the red was just so beautiful, and I think if I make it early enough in the year, it would be a perfect top for like Valentine's Day or just anywhere in February, or just to have a real statement piece for the colder months going into spring. A lot of these knits, I really want more statement pieces this year, whether it be in just color work, or just intricacy of the pattern itself, whether it be cables, ribbing, anything like that. Because if I'm making, you know, a handmade item to wear, if I'm investing all of the time and money and effort into making them, I want it to be good, and I want it to be something that just pops out at people, and it's like, oh, that's not something that you might see every day, or that's a really cool piece, you know. So yeah, I really want all of the bright colors and fun patterns, and just have fun with it. And I think starting off with a really bright statement color is a really good plan. Really just starting off strong. So I think that sounds good. So but like I said, I'm really hoping to get these, at least the first two, done by February in order to have them done by Valentine's Day in spring, but we'll see how that goes. So the next project that I am wanting to make, these aren't really going in any specific order. You know, they're very interchangeable. This next pattern is definitely a summer pattern. It is the Banco dress by Les Paul. I just came across this actually this week, very recently, and I just fell in love with it. It is just so airy and light, and it looks absolutely beautiful. It is very see-through, so I'm definitely going to need something to have on underneath it, but I thought for the summer it would just be so fun and airy, and again, just a good statement piece. So in the photos, she made hers in a kind of like a lighter blue, which is beautiful. I think I would probably make mine in maybe a bright, like a really bright orange or a hot pink, just something that just really stands out in the sun, and just screams summer. So I figured, off the top of my head, I really love knitting for olive colorways. The first one that came to mind was the Hokkaido. I believe I'm saying that right. I think it's their brightest orange that they have. They also have several pinks. So I think so far I might go with one of those colorways for this dress. I've never made a dress before, so it's just such a daunting, like, it is a very simple pattern. It looks like, I feel like it would go by very quickly, but it is incredibly long. So I'm just worried that I will get worn out and kind of cut it short, but I want it kind of floor length, or at least to my ankles, or I don't know, long enough. I'm 5'2", so it wouldn't be too long, but it would definitely be kind of longer than what I'm used to, or a lot longer than what I'm used to. So I'm just excited to try it out. Yeah. Moving on is, I think the next project I might make is the Oslo sweater, again by Petite Knit. So you see what I mean whenever I say these are in no specific order at all, just kind of how I have them saved on Knit and Note and Ravelry. So this next one, the Oslo sweater, I thought was a very just classic sweater. I figured it was just a very modest, very soft. It looked very soft in the pattern. I believe you pair it with a mohair. Really, you could make it with anything. I just think the pattern calls for a mohair pairing or maybe a soft silk pairing. So I thought this was just beautiful. I haven't really landed on a specific colorway with this one. Again, I want a color that I don't typically use. I don't really want any neutrals. I've done a few projects in purples. And I've got a few projects right now that I'm planning on doing warm colors, like reds, oranges, stuff like that. So I'm thinking about making maybe like a blue or a green sweater. I actually picked up some mohair at my local yarn shop a few weeks ago, whenever I was actually trying to finish my my boyfriend's Moby sweater at the end of last year. It's just this very beautiful dark kind of teal bluish green color, and I thought it would just be beautiful as an Oslo sweater. I only have one of these, so I'll definitely have to go back and hopefully find more of this along with like a merino or something like that to pair with it, kind of close to the colorway. But I really love this, and I would really love to work with it for a sweater. It's just so soft, and the color is perfect for what I'm wanting, and it's a good stash buster. Not really a stash buster because this is the only one I have, but it would get this one out of my stash. So I guess in a way, I don't know. So, but yeah, so that is my fourth project of 2024 that I'm planning on. So let's just move on. Okay, so my fifth project for 2024 that I have on my plans is the Robinia sweater by Anna Wenzel on Ravelry. It's a very simple sweater, but it's got a little bit of color work. It's mostly horizontal stripes, but it's got these arches kind of throughout, like in between the stripes. And I just think it's so beautiful, and it's so versatile. You could really customize the colors. There is one creator that I saw on Instagram, Smucksack Yarn. I might be mispronouncing that, and I'm so sorry. But she or they did the Robinia sweater in several different colors. And I just think that is so beautiful and unique, and I love the colorways. I believe this one is, I think they did blue, pink, and green, I think, off the top of my head. I'll include a picture over here, that way you guys can see it in all of its beauty. I just think it's so beautiful. I think I would make mine in the blue, pink, and maybe a purple. I've still got some Knitting for Olive burgundy. I've got the Dusty Artichoke. I've got a ton of the Ice Blue, all in Knitting for Olive merino. So I think that would be a really good way to kind of use that up, and it's the perfect colors for what I'm wanting to do with it. So I'm so excited to get started on that one. I think this one is one of the projects that I'm most excited for. So I'm anxious to get started on that. So moving on to another kind of simple project. This one, so far, all of my projects, except the Oslo sweater, have been kind of not super intricate, but just a little bit out of my comfort zone with, you know, colors and patterns. So I figured for this next project I might go a little bit simple and do Growing by Lone Kjeldsen. I hope I'm pronouncing that one right as well. Again, I'm sorry if I'm not. It is just a very simple slouchy cardigan. It's got pockets. I've never knit pockets before, so that would be really fun to learn how to do. The pictures on the Ravelry show just a very light gray cardigan, and I love the slouch of it. I love the pockets, and it's got very subtle, very small ribbing lines kind of throughout the edge and the back yoke, I believe. And I thought it was just a very subtle way of keeping it a little bit interesting. But I figured I could always use just a comfy, slouchy, kind of oversized cardigan, and I came across that one on my Ravelry and I immediately saved it. So I think that one would be a very good kind of palette cleansing project to do before I go on to kind of more intricate patterns in the later months of the year. I know I might not be able to get to all of these this year, but a girl can dream. So, so I think after the Growing cardigan, I might go into the halibut sweater. And if I don't know how involved you guys are in the community or what kind of projects you like to do, but my Instagram was flooded, my TikTok was flooded by creators making the halibut sweater by Caitlin Hunter last year, I guess. I can't seem to separate 2023 and 2024 quite yet. So, but no, it was just flooded with a halibut sweater last year, for a good reason. I mean, it is a beautiful sweater. It's amazing. It's just so kooky and fun, and I love it. I've seen so many people make it in so many different colors, and each one is incredibly beautiful and amazing. And I have to have it. I have to have it. It just screams kind of like crazy grandpa. Just I love it. I have to have it. I really like the neutrals that it's knitted in, but like I said, I do see a lot of people knit this up in very bright colorways. So I'm not really sure what to do for my sweater yet. I don't know if I want to do something really bright, or if I want to do something kind of neutral, maybe like a wool, like a natural dyed wool or something like that. I have plenty of time to decide. So I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. I've never done that intricate of color work yet. The only color work that I've done, you saw in my last video, was the June top, which was horizontal stripes, which is very, very simple. So it's fun, but it's very simple. So I think that sweater might be my introduction to hardcore color work. Like I said earlier, I'm planning on making the Robinia sweater, which has got some color work in it, but it's very, very little color work. Because again, it's mostly horizontal stripes with a little bit of color work in between. So I think the halibut sweater will really just kind of push me over the edge into color work, and I'm just really excited. So yeah, wish me luck later on. So another really cool color work pattern that I've had my eye on for a few months is Rug by Junko Okamoto, I believe I'm saying that right. I saw this one again on Ravelry a few months back, I believe, and it looks so cozy. In their pictures, they have the sweater, they're styling it really well. It just looks so warm, slouchy, and cozy and perfect, and they got a soft, warm lighting in their pictures, and it just makes me want to go to a cabin at night and just snuggle by a fireplace and just drink hot cocoa and coffee and just be warm and cozy. I don't know, it's just perfect to me. And the color work that is throughout the sweater, kind of like in the middle, kind of like right here, is just so beautiful. I know I keep saying that for all of these projects, but I'm just so excited to have that of my own. I know I keep saying that for every single one of these projects, but it's true every single time. So just let me have it. Just let me do it. I'm really excited for this one. Again, it's one of my probably top 3 projects that I'm excited to make this year. I'm really excited for it, if you can't tell. So yeah. My next project, after all of this color work with the halibut sweater and rug and Robinia, I think I might take a break and go back to a solid color knit and do the soft loop sweater by Other Loops. I saw this one on Instagram a while back as I was actually looking at the twisted loop sweater, which I also really loved. But I found the soft loop sweater on their website as well, and I really love the simplicity of this pattern. I really love the horizontal purl rows. I don't know, from the pictures, I can't tell if it's just a few purl rows or if it's a little bit in garter stitch or both, or I don't know, but I really love the look that it gives the shoulders, kind of across here, across the collarbone. I just think it's very soft, very elegant, very classy, very clean too. In the photos on the website, they knit theirs in a white or maybe a cream, and it just looked so beautiful. And I think I might need that. It's a little bit of an intricate pattern, but still simple enough and clean enough. And with all of the other patterns that I have saved for this year, I think a nice, simple, white, clean, pretty sweater is exactly what I need. I think I might make this one kind of in the later months of the year. That way, whenever winter comes back around again, I'll have this ready to go. I just think it's so beautiful and classy again. I'm so excited for it. So there's that one. The next one that I have It's actually not a sweater and not a cardigan. They're pants. They are the disco trousers by Laypole. And I gotta say, I saw these scrolling Instagram one day. I swear, all of the patterns that I have are from either Instagram or Ravelry, or some that I came across on TikTok. So, but anyway, the disco trousers. I saw these one day and I gasped. I audibly gasped because they were so cool. They were so cool, and they're exactly my style. And I want to say, looking back, they might be the same kind of pattern as the Banco dress on their website, except obviously they're trousers and the Banco dress is a dress. But so that just goes to show how much I like the pattern, I guess, the stitch. So I know I said I was going to make the Banco dress in a very bright color, like an orange or a pink. I haven't quite decided on what I want to make the disco trousers in, because I know in the pictures they knit theirs in a very soft yellow, like a banana kind of yellow. I think I'm probably, I think I'm gonna make mine in maybe like a blue or just another kind of bright color that will also go well with my other tops. I have a really bad habit of getting a lot of fun sweaters or fun tops, very like colorful or, you know, this or that, that's like, oh wow, that'll really stand out, I really like that, and then I have nothing to pair it with. So I have, you know, like a lot of my sweaters that I made last year go better with jeans, but I can't wear them very often because I work in a bank and I can't wear jeans in a bank. So I have to be careful of, you know, finding patterns that I can wear anywhere. So like a lot of these patterns that I have specifically, I can wear either you know, with my streetwear, or I can wear it with my work attire, with my slacks and leggings and stuff like that. So with these trousers that I saw, I knew instantly that they were going to be something that I wasn't going to be wearing too often, but I knew that whenever I do wear them, it's going to be amazing. So I need to find, I know the pattern itself is a very tricky pattern to pair with a top. I haven't really quite figured that out yet. I guess that means I'm just gonna have to go shopping. So I haven't quite figured out what color I want with them yet. So that is another, I'll cross that mountain when I get to it. So we'll figure it out together, I guess. But yeah, I've got so many good patterns saved, and I don't know what I'm gonna do first. I do know what I'm gonna do first, but I don't know what I'm gonna do next. So I just want everything to come by so fast, and I want to get to the next thing so quickly, and I'm just excited. I'm just excited to see what this year holds. So my last pattern that I have saved, you knew it was coming, I bet every one of you guessed it. It's the porcelain sweater. So I saw everybody and their mother knit this sweater last year. This sweater and the terracotta sweater, I don't know if the creators are the same. I'll have to double check with that. The porcelain sweater blew up along with the halibut sweater. It went crazy. So I, of course, not, to jump on the bandwagon, but all aboard, I saved a pattern. I was going to make it last year, but for some reason I just never really got around to it. But I figured this year is the year. I might be a little late to the game, but late to the party. But I will have a porcelain sweater no matter what. So I'm thinking that it is going to be a pattern for next winter, along with the soft loop sweater. I think that's going to be my 2 winter sweaters that I'm going to have on the needles later on. So yeah, I really try to plan my projects around the seasons naturally. I feel like everybody does that. And I mean, it doesn't really matter when you make your projects. If you don't plan your projects around the seasons, fine, it's gonna be beautiful either way, and you're gonna get your wear out of it. But for me, myself personally, I just really love I just want to be able to wear my projects as soon as I wear them or make them. So, for instance, I'm not gonna make the Blanco dress in the winter when I can't wear it for another 6 months. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna make a sweater in the middle of July when I can't wear it for another 6 months. So I've definitely got some planning to do, kind of logistically, kind of strategically, I guess. But I've got so much time for that. I think I know my first few projects that I'm gonna make that will be good for the springtime and wrapping up the winter months. So yeah, I think this year is gonna be really good. Last year was my first full year knitting, so I feel like I'm pretty proud of myself, but I definitely could have planned ahead a little better. But now that I'm really, deep into this craft, I've got so much time to, plan better, organize better, and just I have so much better patterns than I did last year. Last year my patterns, I chose beautiful patterns last year again, but I feel like this year has just been kicked up a notch. So I'm so excited, and I'm so excited to be sharing these with you as I go along. My plan is I think what I'll do is kind of share my videos as I start and finish my knit projects, and kind of just keep you guys updated on my life and what I want to do with everything, and kind of go with the flow. So yeah. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It was kind of a long one, so if you stuck out to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. So again, thank you guys. I'm so excited to see you guys in later videos and share my projects with you. Hopefully at the end of the year I can really show for all of these projects. But like I said, some of these may not be made this year, but we're gonna stay optimistic. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're here for the next video. If you guys are knitting while you're watching this, if you're doing homework or eating or watching TV or doing whatever, just be sure to, drink plenty of water, get your stretches in, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, and happy knitting. Bye.